Can someone with zero experience bike over 1,000 miles across Europe? To test this theory, we'll bring in our usual test dummy.
Howdy folks, Eric here.
My goal is to make it from Friedrichshafen, Denmark, all the way down to Munich, Germany for Oktoberfest, the biggest party in the world. So I borrowed an old mountain bike from my cousin in my parents' hometown of Skövde, Sweden, and began my training. This is easily the most difficult yet rewarding adventure of my life, so I hope you enjoy the ride. In the last video, I traveled through the Thüringer Wald UNESCO Heritage Site and explored the historic city of Nuremberg. In today's video, I make it to Munich, partake in the festivities at Oktoberfest, and decide to continue my journey west to Salzburg. Enjoy! I'm taking a little break here in the small town of Stauf. I have about 15 kilometers into Greding. I've done about 45 already, so 60 kilometer day. Weather is a bit milder now. I was in Nuremberg for quite some time, but back on the road. Let's do it. Gorgeous spot here. But we continue. A new day. I stayed at this hotel here, just outside of Greding. Did about 60 kilometers yesterday, have another 50 today, down past Ingolstadt. And then it's only 2 more days to Munich. Looks like a beautiful day, a little warmer again now. I think it's about 72 as a high. Should be nice if there's a cool breeze. Only like 5-6 kilometers in. Lovely day so far. You'll see a lot of views like this on the Bavarian countryside. But look, there's deer. Hey! Bambi! Got ourselves a nice little river crossing here. The Altmüller, I believe it was called. Not too deep, but quite wide. Definitely kayak possibility here. It's very peaceful in Bavaria. A lot of farmland. A lot of forest. Let's get back to it. Coming through Kipfenberger here now, and there's quite a bit of elevation there, right up to that old castle. Super cool. I was coming along that path there, and I happened to see some benches, and there's like a big old Jesus over here. Look at that. Super nicely laid out. I'll show you a little closer. Really beautiful. So elaborate. Out in the middle of nowhere, you'd say. Or maybe that's a holy lady, since Heliga sounds like that. But nonetheless, super duper cool. I'm gonna enjoy my time here for a while. I just got done with a really gnarly uphill coming through Denkendorf, and I'm at like the very tippy top now, about 530 feet of elevation. Ready for some downhill. Get to cruise for a bit. Alright, a new fresh day. We made it into Ingolstadt last night. Stayed at a hotel, relatively cheap. Got a nice early start this morning after some brekkie. It's been fairly suburban for the last 20 kilometers now. Finally getting into some more farmland here. Really nice fields. You can see we're at a bit of a high point down there. Pretty good view actually. We're at about 450 meters of elevation, so just under 1,500 feet. Feeling good. It's hot today, especially in the sun, but I'm ready for it. Found another little spot, lovely bench. Only have about 10 kilometers left. Once again, we got Jesus, and he's literally providing me with shade today, which, because of the English language, sort of has a double meaning, which is kind of funny. Nonetheless, just thought I'd mention that he's here with me. We're continuing this way, past Allerhausen today. It's about 3:30, so should be maybe another half hour into the next hotel. Only done another 5 kilometers, but I passed 2 more Jesus statues. Pretty cool. Didn't realize that Germany was a religious country, but that does seem to be the case, at least further south here in Bavaria. Maybe they have a large Roman Catholic population that I'm not aware of. Anyhow, beautiful canal path again here. Almost turning off of it. Quick right. 5 kilometers to the hotel. Hot and sweaty, but it's been a fun day. All right, last day on my way into Munich. Last night I stayed at a little restaurant slash guest house. They're pretty frequent on the countryside. Usually a relatively cheap option. And then you get some dinner and sometimes breakfast too. But nonetheless, only have 30 kilometers in to Munich today. I've already done about half of that, so I'm trying to kill a little time. I saw that there was this Mallertshofen See here, right off the track, just maybe a kilometer from the highway actually. Super gorgeous. It appears to be a bit of a nature area. And I'm all alone today. So I'm gonna enjoy my grocery store lunch and then relax for a bit. Yogurt, Caesar salad, boom, boom, boom. All right, we've officially made it to Munich. Mission accomplished. I'm just sitting on this bench here waiting for my sister to get in on her train so we can go to the Airbnb. I was looking at my past recorded trips last night, and yesterday I passed 1,000 miles, so super hype about that, feeling extra proud. Let's see what Munich has in store. Check out the fit. Woo! Some real lederhosen. Unbelievable. Round two, round two, round two. Day 3! Alright, checking out of my hotel. This one was really nice, a little bit pricey, but outside of Munich, the town itself, so I just took the subway in the last few days, but definitely recommend this one. We are heading towards Salzburg today. Only 40 kilometers, so I'm gonna hop on the bike and get going. I'm about 24 of 40 kilometers in. Nice cycleway here along a pretty big road. So not much nature, but we're just getting out of Munich here properly, so that's to be expected. It's nice and hot today, like 75 in the sun. Nice cool breeze though actually, so I'm enjoying myself. It's nice to be back on the bike. Made it into Ebersberg, 1/4 of the way to Salzburg. Sort of an old school guest house kind of feel to this one. Pretty common in Germany. And there is a proper storm brewing outside. Rain and wind. So I'm glad I'm not in the tent tonight. That's for sure. This is a pretty cute town, but today's like German National Day or something, so like everything was closed. Except for a couple pizza spots. Just gonna lounge, maybe do a little editing, and sleep. Sankt Pankratius. Said that completely wrong, but in a small town here called Tulling. I'm probably like 5-6 kilometers into my next day towards Salzburg. That hotel I had to check out at 10 a.m. and I only have about 40 kilometers to the next one, and I can't check in until 5 p.m. So I'm gonna be killing some time here and there today. This is my first little stop. There's the church. Lovely bench spot provided by some local people. Just waiting for the day to warm up. Calling for partly cloudy skies, so the sun will not always be on me, but it's about 62 now. It's supposed to get up to 64, 65 as a high, so we're gonna get back after it. After my quick grocery store lunch, I made it up to the top of Evenhaven here, very small town. You can see a cute little mini horse. But in the distance, you can see the German Alps. This is the first time I've been able to do so. It's a very clear day, you can see just barely there, the tops. That's like in the direction of Innsbruck, which is still German Alps, but beyond that would be Switzerland. Thankfully I don't have to do any big mountains, but I do have a few more big uphills today, and then it'll be pretty easy for the other 2 days to Salzburg. We also have the Pfarrkirche St. Peter and Paul Evenhausen. Pretty nice one. Not too old, I imagine, but still, every small town has a beautiful church, even if there's only like 50 people living in it. It's pretty awesome. I noticed this on the map just off my course, Friedelsee. Pretty nice. You can see you can swim over on the other side. This says it's some sort of private thing. Looks to be a fishing hut, so I won't stay around too long. Just gonna take my opportunity for a pee in nature here. I got like one more real big uphill, and then it'll be coasting down into town. We're going to Obing today. We used to be down there, came up to this very small town called Diepholzberg. Even it has a church. There's only like 20 to 30 buildings in the entire town, but everybody was out and about because it's a nice day. Whew. We have about a kilometer left uphill. Just skirting up this way a bit before we get to go back down. Okay, we came up through the forest there for a while for the last kilometer. This is the very top of Schleitzenberg. I'm not sure what that structure is there, but I'm not gonna find out either. You can see it's almost downhill. I ended up walking my bike for a bit, but as long as you get there, right? Into Obing. I hit the grocery real quick for today's lunch and dinner. Found Obing Sea here. It is fairly marshy, but I definitely got the best spot in the house, baby. Gonna sit and enjoy a beer and some cold chili con carne as I wait about an hour and a half before I can check into the hotel. It's more of like a Landhof or a Gasthof, very common in the rural areas. But this should be a lovely spot. It's a little chilly though. Cool breeze, maybe 64. Pretty nice, folks. Just made it into the Landhof, and this one is the most traditional I've been to yet. But it certainly has everything a man needs. Super cute decor. Happy with it for sure. Just getting started here in the morning. It's a bit chilly today, but in the distance, gorgeous view of the mountains. Salzburg itself is sort of like at the base over here, so there isn't too much uphill to go actually. I think I'm gonna just grind it out and do about 70 kilometers into the city today. I'm about 9 kilometers in, coming in through the town of Altenmarkt. You can see at the top of the hill there is a lovely church.
Take a look at the
There's
map.
history in every town here. And we are over the river crossing of the Als River. Nice little rapids there. It's flowing. quite quickly, very wide, maybe like 12 feet deep max. Anyhow, it's a little chilly today, but the sun is keeping me warm. I'm pumping like crazy, trying to get to Salzburg. Coming on a really nice rural road out through the forest there. And this area of Bavaria is so stunning. Quite hilly, and you can see we're finally getting the mountains even closer in view. This is sort of what I've been waiting for the whole time. I do love a good mountain view. And we're heading roughly in that direction. Some sunscreen on, really enjoying the view. The weather is better than anticipated today. They called it cloudy, but the sun is peeking through a lot, so it's keeping me warm. I'm pumping hard. I have about 7 kilometers into Waging am See, which is where I'm gonna do my lunch for today, and it's just around the halfway mark, so we're doing real well today. We're passing by Waging am See. The sea itself, quite large. We're about 34 of 66 in, so I'm just gonna grind it out until I need some food. We're skipping lunch for now. Let's get at it. Coming through the slightly bigger town of Petting. Beautiful old church here as well. Every town has a church. Love it. There's the tip of the church there. A lot of cycleway today, which is nice. I can make good progress. Look at the mountains here. Just stunning. I wonder how close Salzburg will be. We're getting closer and closer to the mountains. Only 15 kilometers from Salzburg now. That one's a beauty. That one's a beauty. Oy, oy, oy. I might have to go on a little hiking excursion. See if the public transit will take me up there. Because this is really what I was looking for. The mountain views, baby. We're only like 6 kilometers to lunch and Freilassing. Looking forward to that. It's been a long pump today. We're in Austria. Okay, I had a quick lunch in Freilassing. We're only like a kilometer from the hostel now. Beautiful mountains, cloud cover. This is the Salzach River. Salzburg is very beautiful. Loving it so far. Excited for what's in store. Just got to the hostel. Got my bed linens in. If you're wondering why it looks exactly the same as the one in Nuremberg, it's because it's managed by the same company. And once again, I'm on the 7th floor. Look at the view, baby. I love mountains, and I finally found them. Walking up to the top here, to the big fortress. I think it's 8th century. So I'm excited for that, but it seems like I'm the only one going up the stairs. Everybody else takes the tram. We're in. was awesome. Heading to the monastery next. Here at the monastery, you can see the mountains in the background. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm considering doing the Eagle's Nest hike tomorrow, which is the tippy tip top. We'll see about that though. That looks quite a hike. Going back down. The Nürnberg Stiege.
Salzburg is my favorite city so far. Nestled into the foothills of the Alps, a giant fortress looms over the city. In the next video, I hike up to the Eagle's Nest in Berchtesgaden National Park before taking the bus to Berlin and then home to Sweden. If you are enjoying the content, please subscribe down below. Thanks for watching.